For Easter, I would like to offer a few words as a sermon that will inspire us and will lead us to the moment when we remember those who are no longer with us. When I was a young boy, there was a time when I was a young boy, long time ago, I loved going to the circus. Not that I went there very frequently, but the few times my parents took me, I was really fascinated. The circus was something fantastic for me. Clowns, tigers, trapeze artists, elephants, and more. All the attractions that a circus can provide. I was totally into that. But what really caught my attention were two things. The first one was the tightrope walkers, and the second was not about the characters of the circus or the animals that were there, but the huge tent, the tent that was, that collected, that you were able to be inside. Probably since that young age, I don't know if that's right or not, but I learned to look up. Who knows? The tightrope walkers were phenomenal but terrifying. I was so concerned, I was so scared that they may fall. And the tent had something magical. It was opened on the sides of it. You could see almost the outside, but it was sealed somehow on the top. I remember one time I went to the circus and it was raining outside and the rain could not enter that tent. Why am I telling you this on the morning of Shemini Atzeret, the last day of the holiday of Sukkot? Because today I need to walk my sermon like a tightrope walker. We're celebrating Tio's Bar Mitzvah, and we have Easter in our service. And also we had a long service as well, so probably my sermon will be shorter than usual. So I decided to share with you a question, or if you prefer, an image that came to my mind this year, a couple of days ago, in fact, when I sat in my sukkah. One of the most important halachot, one of the most important rules and requirements to the roof of the sukkah, called the schach. Schach is the word that gives the name of sukkah. Schach is the roof, and because of the schach, we call that little hut, we call it sukkah. The requirement is that we need to be able to see the stars. At night, if there's no light in the sukkah, you look up and you have to see the stars. And I was sitting in my sukkah and looked up and thought, why should we see the stars and not the comets? Why the stars and not the shooting stars? Then it struck me. When we want to see the stars because we hope to be like stars and not like comets. Stars are present all the time. Even if we don't see them, we know they are there for us. Stars shine. They give us light. Stars are almost eternal. They are with us usually in our lifetime. If we see the sky today, tonight, and tomorrow, and a year from now, and 10 years from now, there will be probably the same stars. Stars give us warmth. And we want to be surrounded by people who are like stars. We need to look through the schach, through the roof of the sukkah, and search for the stars. What we do not want in our sky when we look up is comets. Comets are temporary. They shine for a small period of time. They pass by and leave nothing. We don't want people like comets in our life. We want to look up to the stars. That is why I believe the first Jew, Abraham, is asked by God, leave your tent. Your tent is sealed on the top. You cannot see the sky. And now that you're outside of your tent, Havet na hashamayma usforet hakochavim. Look up to the sky and count how many stars there are out there. Look up to the stars. You see, can you count them? Uncountable will be your people, said God to Abraham. Stars are like memories. They bring us warmth. They are with us always. They shine in us. We want people around us who are like stars and not like comets. We want memories that are eternal. We want to preserve the memories while knowing they bring us comfort. Leave your tent and look up. The best part of the circus was when the show was over and I was outside of the tent and I was able to see the stars again. With the spirit of Sukkot, the spirit of the stars, present all the time, and the spirit of the people we want to remember today, I invite you to please rise for the East Coast sermon, the East Coast service that is on page 330 as we start the East Coast service.